Mitram and Bandhuvam, welcome to South Asia Maps Education Channel. This is your presenter, Dr. Reddy. We are continuing our discussions on human ecology and human predicament. This is part 90. We are taking the planet Earth, the Mother Earth, the Bhudevi, Bhumata, the consort of Lord Vishnu. A planet Earth, what is the concept of visible acreage of the planet Earth? And what are its implications for human beings? Homo sapiens, Homo colossus. And this is a very, very important concept that plays a key role in human affairs, politics, economics, and society beneath. You may not be aware that we are going to discuss today. And this is our education channel, Mitram and Bandhuvam, South Asia Maps Reddy, and I have put in more than 330 or so videos. You can go and look at them, and you can put your comments or any further suggestions to improve the channel, our education channel. And this particular part, this is the part 90, the planet Earth and the concept of visible acreage we are talking. This close hand in hand with the part 85. George Borgstrom, a food scientist from the United States of America, he has developed this concept like 3 acreages. I will also briefly review that if you didn't have a chance to look at this particular video, that is visible acreage, invisible acreage, the fossil acreage. Today we are talking about only visible acreage with respect to the whole planet Earth. And there are also other series of presentations on human ecology. You can go and look at them as per your convenience in the playlist Human Ecology 1 or Human Ecology 2. That brings us to our major topic today, the planet Earth and the visible acreage of the planet Earth. Dr. Borgstrom, who lived from 1912 to passed away 1990, developed this concept. He was the professor emeritus at Michigan State University, East Lansing, food scientist and visible. His famous book is Hungry Planet, written, published in round about 1967. These 3 concepts he developed. We talked about in 4085. AFL means additional farmland that is required to produce the food, produce the fodder, produce the wood, and produce the fishery resources, essentially human sustenance, food, fodder, fisheries, and so on. There are 3 acreages. Visible acreage, let's say it's a village. It can be a country or a district or a province. Invisible acreage, fossil acreage, located within its domain, the farmland, pasture land, forest land, woodland. So this is a village. Let's say they have around about 10 square kilometers or so, or 20 square kilometers. Here I put 20 square kilometers. That is perhaps the bigger village in the seeded districts of Rayalaseema, Deccan, Andhra Pradesh. The people live there, and that's what, let's say it's an island, that's what they see, nothing more than that. They should get all their requirements, sustenance from that visible acreage. And suppose there is an island nearby, few kilometers away, and this island grows certain amount of different foods. These people can make a trade relations and get sustenance also from their food, fodder, resources, and so on. But this is not visible to these people, but available nearby. This is called invisible acreage, essentially a trade acreage. Visible acreage visible to you, to the nation. Invisible acreage, essentially trade acreage, far away. Even if your neighbor, you may see the country, but essentially that is the concept trade acreage. This is the fossil acreage. Millions of years back, nature has put fossil fuels beneath the earth. They are nothing but the coal, oil, natural gas. You can dig them out, produce the fertilizers, pesticides, the tractors. You can use the tractors to man the sowing, running the tractors, the combiners, harvesting machines, fertilizers, pesticides, pumping the irrigation water. Essentially, you are extracting the acreage that was there, put in for you long back historically, fossil acreage. Once that is depleted, you cannot do anything. So these people living here, they can use this fossil acreage, assuming there is a lot of coal, oil, natural gas beneath their soil, and dig it out, extract it, and start industrial agriculture, build the roads, run the automobiles, have a higher standard of living, means they're enjoying high carrying capacity, even though that is temporary, called a phantom carrying capacity. That is visible acreage, visible to you. Invisible acreage, your neighbors, that is trade acreage, neighboring land. This is the fossil acreage, the historical acreage. So that is in brief about that. How come that fits into our system today? This is very critical. Let's say this is the planet Earth. This is the only planet Earth you see in the entire universe livable, that has round about 150, these are the million square kilometers of surface area. 5 or 6 continents, Africa, Asia and Europe, and 2 Americas here somewhere like Antarctica land. That is 150, the land area. There is oceans and seas like that, 360. This is 150 land surface. These are the millions square kilometers, million units. The water and ocean 360 combined together 510. Among which we use agriculture, arable land, farming land is 14 million, 10% of the land area. 1 kilometer is nothing but like 100 hectares, 250 acres, and we have 14 million square kilometers means 14,000 million hectares. That is nothing but, if you put a dot here, becomes the billion hectare, 1.4 billion hectares on the planet Earth, the arable land. That means there are 8 billion people. 8 billion people have 1.4. That means 4 billion people will get like 0.7 or so. You can see for the family, you can calculate. The visible the planet Earth, when you think there is planet Earth has only visible acreage, that is 150 land mass, 360 water mass, 510. This is the only place humans living can get their food requirement, their fodder requirement, their fiber requirement, all the requirements, minerals and metals, everything further, that has the effect on the carrying capacity. Carrying capacity is the number of the people, human load. Also involves their economic wealth. That means American society, in order to support 330 million people, all running the cars, automobiles, living in a big house, that is a particular carrying capacity. If 330 million people live in America, very simple medieval lifestyle, eking of basic living, that is a different capacity. Wealth plays important role. That means the planet Earth, what is the visible acreage? 150 land, 360 water, total 510. That's it. Does it have any invisible acreage? No, it doesn't have any invisible acreage. This Earth, humans cannot make any trade relations to the... There is nobody in the Mars or the Moon or Jupiter, so they cannot enjoy any invisible acreage. Americans can enjoy invisible acreage from the Arabian Peninsula, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the mainland China, so on, but the planet Earth as a whole, no. Does it is a fossil acreage? Yes, temporarily we have fossil acreage. Already there is certain natural gas reserves, the oil reserves, the coal reserves, the human can dig it. Every day humans pump around about 100 million barrels of oil. You see, the barrel of oil is around about 142 liters or so. You put 1 million in a row, again put it again, 1 million, 90 or 100 million barrels oil they're extracting. This is only a small part of fossil acreage. You are extracting millions of tons of the coal you are burning every day, millions of cubic feet of natural gas. This is all fossil acreage. Yes, planet Earth has a fossil acreage, but that is a temporary process. That's what it is. This is a very, very important concept. You have to keep in mind of the life on the planet Earth, and some of these ideas come from OverShoot BottleNEck book of Dr. Willam Catton Jr. So, what does we talked about? This is the only planet Earth. A planet Earth, how it compares to visible acreage, invisible acreage, fossil acreage. That is very different from a country. A country like United States, it has its own visible acreage, visible to the people in its 10 million square kilometers of the land and little bit in the water, oceans like that. And it also can enjoy invisible acreage like manufactured goods somewhere like mainland China. You can get lot of coal from Australia. It can get plenty of fossil fuels, Saudi Arabia. So every country has that privilege, a village or a town or a district or a province. They have visible acreage, they have invisible acreage, trade acreage. They are also temporarily enjoying the fossil acreage, the historical. A planet Earth cannot have invisible acreage. From Mars or Moon, you cannot get everything. That's a very important thing. Once the fossil fuel depletion occurs, the most important, you won't get it either. It has only a visible acreage as a planet, as a unit total. That's the point from this presentation today. Mitram and Bandhu, and see you later in other presentations, and I appreciate you joining me today. And if you take time to access our website and put your comments and suggestions, that will be appreciated. See you later.